Welcome back, folks, to Møjø Lights of Flame, Dark Souls 3. This is part of the New Game +4 playthrough. It's your buddy Møjø. Hope you're doing well this evening. I'm finishing the setup for the stream here. So give me a moment. Okay. Alrighty. So we're in part 11, folks. Last time we were looking for the Profane Capital, and I came upon a little bit of research that I had to do because it slipped my mind that I completely skipped the Irythyll dungeon. So here we are. First things first, though, before we continue onward, I'm going to do some quick backtracking because there is two things I want to take care of first. We're going to go back to the Cathedral of the Deep because I want to see if we can find our buddy Sigurd. Can't remember if I encountered him in this playthrough with you guys or not, because when I first started this playthrough it was 2019, I believe, late 2019, so have to go back. Oh, I think I went too fucking far back, son of a bitch. We need to go to the chapel. Oh, excuse me, goodness. But I did mention briefly that there was a well here outside of this church, so we're going to go ahead and check that out quick. Alright, so we might have to deal with the baddie out here real quick. The ones that are praying aren't going to be that big of a deal. Oh. Well, the dude to the left is not to the left. Interesting. Very interesting. So we'll kill you since you're just kind of chilling. Ah, yes. Here we are.
Anyone there? Anyone at all?
Why, yes, we're here.
Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been?
Since a couple Decembers ago.
Siegfried of Katarina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor.
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Oh, I did. And I completely bashed his head in.
Oh, my armor. My deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Katarina, salute you. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, comrade.
Alright.
No need to worry about me. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, my good friend.
Alright. That being said, we've continued our storyline with him, which is pretty awesome. I was hoping I didn't have to do some severe backtracking. I didn't think I had to, but no harm in making sure. So now that we've done that, we can go back to the Irythyll, the Boreal Valley area, and what we're going to do is go to the Distant Manor, because there's another spot that we will end up talking to him. And I'm hoping he pops up there. So, to give you a little recap, what he was talking about, someone swiped his armor there. He was talking about patches, or the fake Sigurd we saw in the armor back when we before we fought the Deacons of the Deep, up there in that top floor, saying, yeah, you fake guy and all that other stuff, all that other trash I was talking. But he was rocking the Katarina armor and everything like that. So instead of falling for his plot to walk across that bridge and him pull the switch on me, I knew he did it before and I wasn't falling for that bullshit again, so I beat his ass. That's Patches. Now, the thing is with Patches, even if you talk to him, even if you fall for the trap, go through the whole sequence, and you can end up talking to him, you could also get him to come back to Firelink Shrine to be a merchant for you. And he sells some decent stuff. But I really didn't care for that stuff, per se. So I just didn't bother to use him. So, instead, here we are. Not necessarily using him, and just kind of totaled his ass, and now we got our buddy Sigurd back out of the well. So, now we'll take care of these guys. Well, that was dumb of me. Being kind of careless here. Whoop. Easy dodge roll. Okay, I don't really need to kill all of these. Just need to kill the ones that are in my way. Did you not die? Oh shit. I hate when that happens. That one's dead. Alright, that should be all of the ones in my way. And up here, yep, there he is chilling. Sweet. So we get another little cutscene here. See something glowing in the pot, but we're not going to collect that just yet. So he's kind of sleeping away. We're going to break his shit here.
Excuse me, I must have dozed off. It's rather warm in here. Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you. Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegwart of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude, and a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours.
Cool.
I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Esther soup. I've got some stewing right now. Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time. And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast.
Yes, let's.
To your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine.
Yes, indeed.
Have you heard? Somewhere, hidden right here in Irythyll, is a deep dungeon. And even below that, the profaned capital, home of Yhorm, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep.
Indeed.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
And then back out cold he goes. And if you keep talking to him, it's pretty much what you're gonna get. So anyway, we'll let him nap. Get her rest to sleep there. And that's basically it for that. There's not really much more to say in this section. But it's good to have that little bit of a segment there. So now that we've caught up with Sigurd a little bit, we'll be able to use them once we get to the profane capital. However, again, we're not quite there yet, as we have to go through Irythyll dungeon. See, now, had I went back and gotten him earlier when I thought to, we would have had the information we needed about the prison. And I'd be like, oh yeah, the little dungeon. And from there, we would have been like, oh yeah. But it didn't quite work out that way. And that's alright. Because now we can go ahead and do it. I'm a huge fan of Irythyll Dungeon, as there are enemies that temporarily reduce your maximum health and greatly hinder your ability to whoop ass. And these dungeon keepers are not friends of mine. Eventually we're going to open up this gate here. However, we're going to have to go through this section. Deal some fools I'm just not remotely a fan of. So, we will go through this section. Have us a little bit of a decent time. Jump scare. Switch to our Chaos Axe here, because I believe that'll deal with the undead a little bit better. And this is the fools we gotta take care of here. Oh. It didn't kill him, but that knocked him to the floor below. I don't think that necessarily solved my problem. You have to be very careful when you're walking through here as well, as some of these areas do not have side walls, and you can get ambushed and knocked over the edge. That we do not want. Give me one moment here. Give me a drink of water. As you can hear in the distance, below us, a little bit of action going on. Now, again, for exploration purposes, you know, it's good to check every room. There's really not a whole lot I concern myself with in this area. I really kind of like getting through here as quickly as possible. But, for the sake of this LP, we'll make our way through. Alright. See, those guys can take a bit of a hit. Them jailers are no joke. And my health bar was reduced there, as you can see. It slowly comes back, but it does take its sweet time. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this guy. Should be another one right around the corner here. So I don't really want to approach that just yet. I do want to take care of these bad boys though. Alright, so in this particular case with my Chaos Axes, hitting L1 did enough damage to kill them, whereas R1 left them with a sliver of health. So something to keep in mind for me personally. Okay, not gonna venture down there just yet. We can get all our goodies that we can get. Can't open from this side. Not just yet. Now, there is a floor right below us that we can jump down to, but not gonna do that just yet. Got a little bit more exploration to do here. So we got a bad boy right there. Getting ready to make our life a little bit harder. That's honestly the best way to go about that. And as you can see, I kind of locked onto these weird cage-like things here. They can be a bit problematic, especially if you get too close. And boy howdy, once they become to life. Again, though, they don't take a whole lot of damage to kill, based on my level. But it's very hard to get close range to them and not take any damage. So just be advised of that. Alright, they're gone. Should be able to open that. Nope, not yet. Okay, I need a key for that, I believe. Alright, so be very careful coming out this door. Want to make sure you take in your entire surroundings here. Example. We may get severely hurt here. Okay, bad boy. As I was trying to say, is that there was a dude around the corner there. Obviously got a taste of that before I should have. Let's make sure we got our proper rings on too. We got that, loose that, and absorption. We got our stamina speed back, but we don't really desperately need that at the moment. I would rather have the health recovery. So I'm just gonna find that ring again. I have this problem every time. I guess when I play several different games at one time, I kind of lose track of what is useful, or what the specific names are, I should say. Shit, where is it? Gradually restores HP. There we go, some princess ring. So it's near the top of my rings. Okay. Pretty much right above where I was when I had the Chloranthy ring on. How wonderful. Again, you want to be very careful as you approach through here. Oh, fuck. I didn't even see them transform. That was bizarre. Oh, God. Oh, better heal up. Damn it. Sorry, buddy. That just wasn't the most pleasant thing to happen to me today. Let's get some of this going, get that going. Alright, we gotta stop the blood loss. There we go. I didn't really want to deal with that. Old sorcerer stuff. Nice little set. We're gonna give this guy a little bit of trouble here. Second. Just wanna make sure most of the people on our way are out of our way. Okay. This is the one from upstairs that took a fall. He had a little bit lower of a health bar there. Oh, didn't really need to start a fight with this buddy. Ooh. But I did anyway. Go me. Great magic shield. Cool. I don't believe I ever earned that before doing this. Neat. We're gonna have the leeches on us for a minute. I don't really want to stop the build up this time. Alright, not a whole lot more in this spot to go to. So I have to kind of backtrack back upstairs. It's okay, that'll wear off here in a few seconds. Okay, then we want to take the bridge across. Switch weapons here. Gonna lock onto this one. Move on them real fucking quick. Oh, you don't want them doing that. That you most certainly don't want them doing. Time to get the hell out of there. Fat rolling. Why are we fat rolling? There we go. Okay. So he may give pursuit for a while as well. So we're gonna wait until our health bar comes back up. That temporary health loss is a huge predicament. But we do need to take care of him. Ah, shit. We got buddies over there now. Well, we can get their attention. Well, for the sake of gaining everything, it'd be a good idea to go that way. I can't believe I reduced my health from that distance. Well, I gotta have another idea here. Got some black fire bombs, so let's put those. Maybe we can take care of business that way. So we're not really using the black fire bombs too much. See how your health continues to just drop? Not a fun experience at all. And it'll continue to do that. Every single second you get too close to this guy. It will drop drastically. Look how far that's going down. These guys are no joke. Wait. Also go into our menu and remove that black fire bomb so we don't accidentally end up using that again. Alright, gonna use our great heal again. Because I'd rather save that. Save our Restus for desperation modes that we have. Alright, then we're gonna charge this guy. Damn it! We got behind me. Even better. Perfect. Alright, so we'll wait for our health bar to replenish itself. Do our great heal again. Okay. Here. Keep hitting these walls. Wait, what the? Strange. So in one of these neighboring rooms here is a beastie. See it kind of sitting on the wall there? Some weird happenings in this dungeon. Now, it's not really aggroed until you do anything to it. It does give a decent chunk of souls, but they're not really that aggroed. I believe there are a few in the later parts of this dungeon that do kind of give you a little bit of a hassle in time. Okay, now this is where I'm a little lost again. Okay, so there's a downstairs section here. Leads to another dude there. Okay, we'll come back to him in a minute. What we do want to do is unlock this gate, so we get a little bit faster travel next time through. And we can also drop down to the floor below there. Not completely necessary at the moment. Now there's some interesting shit going on in this room. Give yourself a quick gander. Jailbreaker's key. Always good to have. So again, we can drop down to that section below there and avoid our one jailer. But we're not going to do that. I give these jailers every bit of their run for their money. Remind them who's boss. Now I believe there's multiple ones in this room. I believe. So I have to be very careful. Yeah, here's one right here. So we're going to drop down on his ass. But you realize we're over here. There's the second one right behind me. So we're going to roll our way out of that. As you can see, that walking cage is getting closer too. It's alright, we'll tend to that problem. And we got through that with little to no issues. This is where the Tears of Denial is very crucial. It will keep you alive, just in case everything else goes oh shit creek, so to speak. And this next room is a little dragon-like thing again. This one is aggro. But unfortunately, these baby little dragons do not take much to disassemble. But those are the little type noises you're hearing there in the background. Alright, so we're going to take a look to our right. There's a cage to beat up. What's to our left? We got a jailer. Okay, so we're going to take care of Mr. Cage here. Whoop. He knew we were going to swing at him. Oh, there's no jailer. That was a torch. My bad. Either way, always good to be prepared. Okay. Like I said, I do remember this section fairly well. That looks like a crystal Snail, slug, lizard guy. I think he's leading us into trouble. Yep, there it is. Of course it's trouble. And this one looks like it's got a stick. How about we not do that? Okay? How about you just calm the fuck down? You want some problems? You won't get them. Carefully make our way out here. Now I do remember this section being a little bit on the hairier side. So just bear with me, folks. Now, if my memory serves me properly, that right there is our next bonfire, and that bridge there is the profane capital. Now, you cannot drop safely from here, so we're not gonna do that. I have tried many times, but we are getting closer to where we need to be. These fellas over here are no joke as well. They don't fuck around, and they definitely don't fuck around with you. But most importantly, there's a fella right here that you need to tend to first. Otherwise he'll get up and start shit too. Okay, so we have a crossbolt fella here, and we got a big guy with a cloud strife looking knife. Again, as long as we keep moving, these guys won't pose too much of a threat. Okay, I think this is the fake one. Yep. Okay, now, oh god. Oh god. This is your taste of a mimic, folks. And he comes around kicking and screaming and all that other dumb shit that doesn't need to happen to us. And he will not stop pursuing you either, so keep that in mind. Oh, I guess I was wrong. He did kind of give up the pursuit. What the fuck? I've never seen him go back hidden in the chest. Well, fuck you then. If you're just gonna chill the fuck there, then I don't give a shit. Well, you know what? Let's start some more shit. Fuck. Okay, we almost killed him. We're gonna run through this door. Oh, he can't pursue me! Shit! Not cool. Not cool. Take your fucking ninja kicks and suck a dick, buddy. Sit down. Estus shard that we don't need anymore because our Estus flasks are maximized. You'll see me do that a lot, where one of those guys pop up and I start swinging wildly. The faster they die, the faster I get the hell out alive. That is my opinion. Okay, now there's a legion of these guys up here. The best part is you can kind of drag them out one at a time once you get their attention. Come on, boys. Okay. This is my preferred way to fight them. One at a time. Okay, he's down. Alright. Now that one's going to start shooting. So we need to get a read on now. Ow. Ow. Okay, now Big Hammer Dude can be a bit problematic. So he will knock you down. Especially if you go in there wildly swinging like I did, but I got lucky there. How about we don't do that? Okay, we got one more Hammer Dude and a crossbow. And then there should be one or two more around this corner here, actually. Remember this ladder. I think there's actually one sitting right here too. I could be wrong. Okay. So you can go down this way, which is the fast way to get to the next floor, or you can hit this ladder. I choose the ladder. No pun intended. And you can head down there. Another way to go is there's out these little alcoves here. It's quicker. There's also, I believe, an item right there that you can get. That also looks like the giant's arm. So I prefer not to do that. But this section can get hairy, so just in case, we're going to equip the lack of losing our souls ring, the ring of sacrifice. And we're going to hold on to what we got here. Okay, so now this area is not very friendly. There's rats in this area, there's the big giant in this area, there's all kinds of dumb, and I mean fucking dumb shit to really deal with. Now, in order to get to where we need to go, we need to kind of disturb Mr. Giant. Sorry, buddy. Keep on rolling. Roll on down here. And there's rats in this area, so you have to keep that in mind. So you're going to have to kind of deal with a few of them. And I mean there's a few. They come wandering out too. So if you can kill the rats in front of you, my suggestion is to do that. And don't let them bite your ass to death. That is a pathetic way to die. Alright. Yep, here comes more. Here comes his buddies. Thank God my axe with one swing is enough. Pretty sure, yeah, I was gonna say there still should be more yet. I think they're kind of stuck. So let's. Oh, that was useful. Now, if you're gonna sit there stuck on a black firebomb, I'm gonna throw a regular firebomb at your ass. So I got him, and I don't need him. Alright, unequip that. Up there in the next area where we're going is a mimic as well. So we gotta be very careful about this mimic. I don't believe we really need to deal with this mimic up here. I believe he's the one on the right, but I could be wrong. I don't have a lot of MP left, so I want to be very careful about this. Could try to do the bold movement here. Alright. So that chain's that way, that one is this way, so you the fake. Start clutching. Okay, this one's good. This one has the old cell key. That's what we wanted. So, oh, hold on, we get some basilisks that popped out. You can tend to them as well. I just try to avoid them. I don't like having the potential of death. So I just kind of avoid them. They'll keep doing their fucking thing, and I'll just keep doing mine. I don't believe they pursue. Oh god, giant rats. Forgot about that. Giant rats. Giant rats. I love the giant rats. I'm gonna light them on fire. Ow. Ow. Come here, giant rat. You cocksucker. Alright. Anyway. Now, let us, since we're semi-safe here, let us check out the keys we just picked up. So we have a cell key. Key to a cell holding thieves and the like. There is no shortage of brash thieves in Lothric, and these particular thieves likely scaled the wall from the undead settlement, but they are only willing to practice their thievery on the high wall, Lothric Castle. So that's not the one we need. Jailbreaker key. Key to the barred window in the Irythyll dungeon, but the window only leads to a bottomless black pit below, and above a paltry view of the ruined profane capital. Okay, then we have the old cell key. The first prisoner of the dungeon was a lone giant. Cells for men were built at his feet. So, things to keep in mind. Now, I don't remember if our buddy Sigurd gets locked up here or not. But this section sucks ass, and I mean sucks ass, because you have jailers galore in here. There's a few ways to go about this section. I like the turn tail and run part of it. There's an interesting bit you can do here as well. But we're not going to do that just yet. Remember this spot though. Alright, gonna head on up for a minute. Yeah. I don't remember quite if we actually do need to head up here or not. I think there's fools up here too. I can't remember exactly. This might be the shortcut. Actually, yeah, this is one of your shortcuts. Okay. Perfect. So we got that shortcut if we need it. Head back down. As our exit in this stage is down here a little ways. Now right there you can get that item if you want, which for the sake of argument we'll go back up. Try to roll at the right time. Whoop. Lightning bleed. Do a gentle roll out here. Take a little bit of damage there. But anyway, this is a special little section here. This is actually kind of interesting. And you wouldn't know it unless you happen to randomly look it up. But we'll come back at that at some point or another there to do that. There's our jailer friends, and they're not just there. There's one up here to the right, there's a few to the left. I mean, these guys are just all over the fucking place. Going through this section before, I kind of tried to be badass and kill them, and that got me killed. I tried to be badass and avoid them, and got myself killed. Because there are several all over the fucking joint. You really just gotta be fucking careful here. Too many of these guys. Are they gonna pursue? I typically kill these little dragon baby type things, because they're never really a threat, but a bunch of them in one area, plus the jailers, is a problem. Are they gonna go interact with the jailers, maybe? No. But if you observe their pattern, you can avoid them. Now, it's not exactly simple, and it's not exactly the most opportune idea, but if you observe their pattern, you can observe how to avoid most of them anyway. I didn't get to the end part of this dungeon. However, I'm pretty sure we have to save Sigurd in here as well. But I could be wrong. Might be someone else. I can't quite remember that far. Either way, we're going to wait for these two big guys here to move, and then we're going to kind of venture to the left. Because I believe our exit is also to the left. Is straight through here. Alright, so here we go. We've been spotted. So let's get out of their way. Okay. Okay, been spotted again. So let's go straight across. There goes our health bar. And we are more or less to the profane capital. I believe we have one other big task. Oh, we got a buddy following us. Alright, well, we're not safe. No, not as long as this jailer dude be following us. And he is in mad pursuit. Alright, let's get around his ass. Okay, buddy. Not having this conversation with you. Goodbye. Alright. So we are at where we need to be, more or less, because right there is what we saw from way up above. Right about there, I believe. That's our next bonfire, is right in there. So we just got one last little thing to do to get over to it. You see that right there, though? That's a problem. So what we're gonna do here, as we arrive at the profane capital, is keep on running. And we're gonna roll under this guy. In here. We don't have anything to really fight him with, so blah. Yeah, you don't like that, do you, buddy? No, sir. Alright, he wants to play, so we'll play a little bit. We don't really need to fire bombs. And it's not really doing a lot of damage. I mean, we still can kill the gargoyle. He does hit fairly hard, so I prefer not to hit him, fight him straight on. The other thought to think about here is that we're in a particular situation where we're right by a bonfire, so fighting him is not really in our best regard. So we'll just leave him be for now. A couple of items around the joint. But I need to locate the ladder to go up. Where's my torch? Let's equip my torch here, actually. There we go. I always miss this ladder. I mean, every time. Grab that. Switch off my torch back to my pyromancy flame. And here we are, the profane capital. on fire. So now we can come back here. Not a whole lot to be too concerned about in this area, so we're going to go ahead and make our way slowly down. This section can be problematic right here, as there's another gargoyle and some pyromancy being thrown at us. So we're going to drop that. And I believe I have what I need for my next boss fight. I'm hoping, otherwise I might have to backtrack. No, I don't, son of a bitch. Alright, so I might have to go and backtrack real quick. Let's do that. So, we're on our way to find Yorm, which is what Secret had spoke to us about. He's a big fella. But he is one of the 3 that we need to defeat in order to get further in the game here. To get into the library that we had checked out earlier. The Grand Archives, I should say. Organize, go to our weapons. Okay, excuse me. Oh gosh, okay, so we want, where is it at? We're looking for the storm. I believe it's Storm Chaser. Storm Ruler, there we go. We got so many of them. Well, we got a Storm Ruler +1. Okay, we're bringing that along. Okay. And he simply asked, well, why the hell do we need that? Well, you'll find out here soon. I'll give you a little detail on it. Boom. Okay, so this item, great sword with a broken blade, also known as the Giant Slayer, for the residual strength of storm that brings giants to their knees. Yorm the Giant once held 2 of these, but gave one to the humans who doubted him and left the other to a dear friend before facing his fate as a Lord of Cinder. Then it has the skill of the Storm King, which assumes stands to imbue sword with storm, most effective when facing giants. So that is imperative to know. Keep that part in mind. Okay. So just want to double check on them. Pretty confident I don't need to go that way. Yeah, okay. Oh, I went down the wrong side of the ladder. Duh. Get it together, Møjø. In this next area, like I said, we're gonna have ourselves a big gargoyle problem here in a moment, along with fire. As you see down there is part of what we looked at earlier. There is a big chalice full of fire. That's where we're eventually heading. So we could go down here, ouch, dip down that way to avoid some other unpleasantries, which I'm probably going to give a college try to do. Or we can go the long way. As you can see, fireballs are their little fun old time. So we're going to get ourselves in a decent position. Avoid those fireballs as best as we can. Roll on down here, like so. Okay. Now that I'm behind cover, they are slowly coming, as you can see. I'm gonna give myself a couple of great heals here. Swallow some Estus. Alright. Now they will start launching attacks. So we gotta be very careful about what we do here. Pick up some of the items in this area. And there are cliffs all around, so be very careful. Alright, so they're not too fascinated with our presence yet. So what we can do is take care of the business here. As you can see, they do take a few hits to take care of. Not particularly overwhelmingly strong. But for my current status, take 3 swings of my axe. And now that's done. So our next boss fight, whoop, I completely overlooked this one. Boom. Anyway, that right there is our next fog gate and our next boss fight. So that's where we're headed. We're gonna heal. Gonna switch our weapons out because we're gonna need our storm ruler. And I'm gonna give you a quick wait till it charges up, and then there we go. So we charge it up with L2, and then while holding L2, press R1. Keep that in mind. So that's going to be very helpful in our next fight. So there's a couple ways this can go down. One of them is we can go in right in here and get right into our fight and start fighting Yorm. The other way this could go down is our buddy Sigurd will show up. So I'm not too worried about having this equipped right now. So we're gonna take our Caranthi ring +1 because we need our stamina. Because we're gonna need to run away a decent bit. Alright, here we go. Looks like our buddy Sigurd isn't going to join us for this fight. I did have to save him. And now, what we do is we charge this back up. And he does hit hard. Very careful here, folks. And he's a quick boy. But with the weapon charged up, we can take him down. With the properly timed attack, anyway, we can take him down. Very aware of his strike range. Oh God, we are about to die here. There it is. Okay. Now's a good time to charge it up again. And get ready to hit him again. Immediately you want to hit him again. Roll away. Create tons of distance if you can. Charge him. Oh God. This is why we have the Caranthi ring on. Come on. God, I just died. Son of a bitch. I actually didn't expect that to happen. There's a couple ways to go about this. We may not win this next attempt at this, but anyway, what I was going to get at is you can save Sigurd as well and bring him into that fight, and he will assist you with taking down Yorm. What we're going to do this time is get down here to the same section. I'm going to equip my soul ring so we can get the souls back, and then we will more than likely take that death. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, now I'll do this. Now you don't need Sigurd for it, but it's cool to have him in the fight. It adds a nice little bit of context to it. But it's not necessary. You can beat Yorm without him. It is fairly easier with our buddy, but not necessary. So we're just going to kind of venture past these guys. As you don't even need to fight them. Just walk on by. Okay. Let me give myself a decent fighting chance here with another Ember. Okay, now we're going to take off our stamina ring and put on this ring so we have a chance to keep our souls. Alright, so switch to Storm Roller. And our first goal is to get our souls back. Okay. Charge it back up. Hit him again. Oh, it didn't stun him that time. It did do mega damage though. Okay. Another helpful tip is to unlock from him. Keeping that in mind, got him. We need to heal. And then we need to roll the fuck out. This is where stamina is a huge, huge issue. Oh, we're gonna get hit here. Oh, fuck. Timing our rolls. Oh fuck. Come on. Alright, here we go. Oh, we didn't get him. We didn't get credit for that one. Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna try to run and get some distance between us. Heal. Try to get another charge in real quick. No, didn't have enough time. Shit. Heal. Fuck, I had one. Oh god. Son of a bitch. This is why unlocking Chrome is a good tactic. God. Heal. Heal. Ah, shit. Yeah, we're gonna die. Damn it. One more storm roller hit would be enough to take him out. Unfortunately, that's not how that went down. So, unfortunately, we gotta either be willing to sacrifice all of our souls, or go through this section and, you know, beat some serious ass. Unfortunately, I don't believe that is in the cards for me. So, we're going to go ahead and backtrack. As our buddy Sigurd, I believe, is behind where we need to be. So, we're going to need to go roll backwards here a bit. Wait, do we need to go down there? No, we don't need to go down there. Wait, yeah, actually, hold up. We do need to go down this way. Actually, I don't think we need to go the other way. I think we can go this way. I think this is actually what I need to do. Yes, I do believe so. Oh, God. Gargoyle. Okay. Now this section's where stuff gets hairy too, so I gotta be very careful. Let's take our shield out, raise our shield. There's crystal lizards in this area too, but I'm not too worried about claiming them. I just want to kind of get through this little area. Oh, and that's why, because stuff like that could possibly make that jump, but I don't think I'm going to put A for effort in for that. Try to get this crystal lizard. And of course not. See, I don't remember. Something about this isn't quite coming out right in my head. Okay, now I remember. I need to go up there. Okay. So I'm in the right spot. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's go up here for a minute. Rusted coin. Alright. So with that, I'm going to add stamina again to us. Okay. I believe one of our fun little areas we need to go through are up this way. So we got to be very careful about how we roll down here, because you got more of them witch looking things down here, and we're aiming for that ladder over there. So what we're going to do is huff to it, because this section will also poison you. Get our ass over here, get on the ladder. Now there's baddies up here too, so you gotta be very careful about what you're doing. Sorry about that. Alright, so where we're headed is upwards. We need to get up here. We're gonna be very careful about how we go about this. There's bullshit in there we don't want to deal with, being that guy right there. And then there are a few fools up this way that are problematic, so we gotta be very careful about what we do in here. Ah, and before I forget, use our Ember to get some bonus health. Yes, yes indeed. Okay. So, I do need to go up on this roof, and there is a fella up here who is quite brave. And persistent. at beating my ass. And quite magical at beating my ass. Should I heal? Okay. Give ourselves the Tears of Denial, just so we don't possibly completely fuck this up. Alright, I'm gonna switch my trusty axe, because that'll give me a little bit more of a fighting chance here. But I do want to kill this dude. I'm gonna make our way back up here. Where the fuck it went. They were right here. Son of a bitch, where'd it go? Anyway, there's an item there to collect, but we don't desperately need said item. And you can meager around on the roof all you want. Ah, some business happening below. So hopefully that person died. Anyway, so over here is an opening. This little opening up here is where we need a head. So, this takes some practice. This is a run and a jump. I'm so happy to make that look expertly done. Now, we do have one problem in our way, so we're going to have to be very vigilant about it. It's right up here. Or is it right back here? Oh, well, it was around here. But anyway, here's our buddy Sigurd.
Ah, you are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Sigurd, take this, a token of my thanks. Go on. It's all yours.
Titanite slab. Neat. Cheers, buddy.
Ah, no, please. Go on ahead. I've my own road to take, and a duty to fulfill. Very soon. Ah, no, please.
Okay, now that he's free, that duty he speaks of is down here. Back where we came from. Let's actually go back to our last bonfire we rested at. Let's do it that way. I can be clever sometimes. What he speaks of is the same thing he spoke of when he was sitting there having his little nap in Estes suit. But it's his buddy Yorm, who we've met on 2 occasions now. So, that is where we're headed to next. Because now we can succeed in taking care of your business. Get ready to roll down here. Oh, you bitches. Okay. Alright. So now gonna heal. Cast our Tears of Denial to give ourselves a little bit more of a fighting chance. Recover. And then we're gonna set up our Storm Chaser. Or Storm Roller, I should say. God, I keep saying Storm Chaser. Alright, we're gonna do this. Equip that. And we're gonna roll past these ladies again. Ladies. Oh, there we go. Beat this one dead end. Why? Because I said so. Haha. Bye. Are we getting followed? Yes, we are. Okay. Alright. Well, come on. If you want to die too, you can die. Not a problem. It can be arranged. Not a problem. Aims to please. Okay. So we have everything set up. This is going to go a little bit smoother now because we have our buddy Sigurd. If I did everything correctly, which I believe I have. Let's rock and roll, folks. Actually, let's do this. Now let's rock and roll. Here we go.
Yorm, old friend. I, Siegfried of the Knights of Katarina, have come to uphold my promise. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
That just makes this fight 10 times more badass. He just runs in there, balls to the wall. Now the key is to just keep on it. Once he comes out of stun, he's gonna hit him. Once he comes out of stun, drop it back. And you guys are just gonna tag team on. That's the key here. Ooh, I was out of stamina there. See? That's the key. Now's our chance. Give him the what for. Oh, he healed. You know, his timing was a little off. Voila. About 60 seconds later, this fight is over. Raise the sun. And with that, we have beaten him as well. Now, in case you're curious, you see that glowing light right there? That's imperative. So we'll go over here and grab that. That is a storm roller. So when you first fight this fight, that's where the storm roller is located, right by the throne there. Now the thing is, you're never gonna know that's what the weapon is that you need to beat this guy if you didn't happen to just come upon it and then be like, well, what the hell is there a weapon in this room for? I mean, you could have deduced 2 and 2 anyway and figured out, well, shit, I gotta use the storm roller on him. But without that knowledge, you're coming in here and you're hacking at his ankles, you're rolling around, you're like, oh god, I'm not doing a lot of damage. Well, I didn't show that here because I didn't want to sit there and deal with all that, but that would have been the case. However, once you get the storm roller in hand, you can get into that fight. But as you can see how much more significantly easier and faster it is to be with our buddy Sigurd here. So let's have a seat. Just reflect on our stuff here. I'm going to bow to this man. Because I tell you what, a lot of respect for this guy. A lot of respect for Sigurd. Alright, let's hear what he has to say.
It seems I am in your debt once again. My thanks. I could have not kept my promise without you. Now, for a final toast.
Bro.
To your valor, and my old friend Yorm. Long may the sun shine.
Indeed. Is that all you gotta say, buddy?
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast. You are a true friend. Best of luck with your duty.
Unkindled one. The fire fades and awaits its one last lord.
Now, unfortunately,
Lothric is in your hands.
this is not exactly the cutscene I wanted to have right here.
Please
Because
save his soul.
there's a little bit more information around our buddy Sigurd there. But in the order that you defeat these guys, defeat the Lords of Cinder, this can happen. So what this does is it immediately teleports you to this room. And it immediately puts us in a position to fight the dancer. However, because I like fast forwarding bullshit and I take care of the dancer very early on, and in most cases I beat the dancer very quickly, I already took care of that very early on in this playthrough and in the game. So, we don't get transported into that dancer fight because it's already taken care of. So what we do is we'll travel right back to Yorm. We'll have just a little bit more of a tidbit here. There is a little bit more profane capital you can kind of check out, but there's not really much more to really acknowledge. You see that little bit of light down there? That's what we're going to go check out. Because now, in this little bit, it's a Storm Roller and a Pierce Shield. And the rest of the Katarina armor. As now, once our buddy has fulfilled his destiny, well, his promise anyway, and taking care of Yorm, he's gone. So, long live Sigurd, and let the sun shine upon him. So with that, our buddy Sigurd has done what he needed to do. He's moved on. So with one last little bit of a dip, we're going to go back to Firelink. And I believe we're close, or just over the amount that we needed to gain a level here. So, we don't need a Storm Roller anymore. So I'm going to drop that back in the box. Oh, excuse me. Where's our other Storm Roller? Yeah, we don't need you. Don't need you, and definitely don't need you. Okay. I believe we're close, but we may not have enough.
Very well, then take no.
Oh no, I do. Okay. Decent scaling for that. Alright, so a lot going into that. Don't really need to upgrade our faith too much, I don't think. I mean, I guess we'll upgrade it once. Screw it. So it does improve our
Farewell, Ashen One. May the welcome speak. Farewell, right. Ashen One.
So we're gonna move on right here.
May the flames guide.
Yes, thank you.
Ah, how?
I don't have anything really to purchase, per se. Ah, alright, so with all that taken in mind,
Ashen one.
we've completed pretty much everything we really need to do with that. So we'll go ahead and head out. And where we're headed is to the Grand Archives bonfire. Alright, so, that being said, suddenly we have this little glowing bit right in front of us. And we have the Grand Archives key and the Gothard's twin swords. So we're going to look at these swords real quick. The hunters known as the King's Black Hands wielded paired weapons. These belong to Gothard, who fled the castle. Gothard rose quickly through the knighthood, no surprise to those who have witnessed his swordsmanship. And it has a spin slash, slicing the foes with large spinning motion, and it uses strong attack to lengthen attack and ended with a double bladed thrust. So if you're curious, pretty neat. Well, I mean, not as good in damage as some of my other weapons that are powered up, but I'm sure once I powered that up, it would be pretty cool to have as well. Here's some of the basic attacks. So, it's a slashing and thrusting. Yeah. So, it's not bad, but not necessary. Not for me anyway. Not the way I play. As my leg is glitching and doing a little bit of a jig. Yep. Anyway, so with that little bit, we are done with tonight's stream. So thanks for joining my episode. This is your buddy Mojo. Stay toasty and frosty, friends, and make sure you give your loved ones a big hug. And I guess make sure they know how much they matter in your life. Take care, folks, and we'll see you next stream. Have a good night. Mojo out.